reminding the public that, quote, 808 is stamped in the papers, meaning there are plenty of articles written on the crimes they are involved in. It's around this time, at 13 years old, that Fatso would be arrested and spend 30 days in juvenile hall. Now, since he was a minor, we are uncertain on what his charges actually were, but based off the stories that he shares, I would guess either a GTA or some sort of gun charge. However, when Fatso was released, taking the hip-hop scene by storm and terrorizing his ops at every chance he gets. Not only is Fatso an EBK Black disciple, but he has mob ties with Lil Durk and the infamous OTF conglomerate. At only 17 years old, Fatso has accomplished more than most have in a lifetime. And I'll warn you, his success has not been a victimless rise to fame, but more like a lifelong.
I go lie. Being 17, having a rap career, successful, being signed, ooh, he definitely accomplished more than a lot of niggas. There's a lot of niggas twice his age. Still rapping, ain't popping. Still rapping, ain't popping. Like, you feel me? So it's like, you gotta give credit where credit due. He definitely doing what he gotta do for his age.
War that has been going on in the streets of Chicago for.
Yo, what was good? You too is you. Yo, we react to, you feel me? You know what the title say? YFG Fatso shoots his album live. Yeah. Today we react to the teenage reaper that terrorized Chicago. They saying Fatso was a demon. Well, if y'all don't know, Fatso is one of my favorite rappers from Chicago. He's my favorite one in my top 3 for sure. I ain't gonna lie, I damn near got the whole YFG in my top 3 because they all tough. And they unreleased this to go listen to Cheetah's favorite song, They Come Talk to Me. Word. Then go listen to 3M by Lil King, They Come Talk to Me. Word. Then go listen to Dead Man by YFG Gino. Wait, no, fuck that. Go listen to, well, they took it down. I was gonna say Gambling, but they took it down. But YFG Gino and Lil King unreleased, fire. But, you know, we react to this today. We finna get into it. And then we got a J. Oh, tap that motherfucker. Go ahead. That motherfucker burning. Tap. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Tap that bit, nigga. Yeah, that motherfucker burning, nigga. Let's get straight into it. If you remember in the live video, I had rolled some shit. And it went burning. Let me just say, since then, I perfected my rolling skills. All it's gonna do is smoke, but I ain't gonna blow it in y'all faces. Get to the video, man.
Fatso is without question the youngest in charge. YFG Fatso is without question the youngest in charge, taking the hip-hop scene by storm and terrorizing his ops at every chance he gets. Not only is Fatso an EBK Black disciple, but he has mob ties with Lil Durk and the infamous OTF conglomerate. At only 17 years old, Fatso has accomplished more than most have in a lifetime. And I'll warn you, his success has not been a victimless rise to fame, but more like a lifelong.
I go lie. Being 17, having a rap career, successful, being signed, ooh, he definitely accomplished more than a lot of niggas. There's a lot of niggas twice his age. Still rapping, ain't popping. Still rapping, ain't popping. Like, you feel me? So it's like, you gotta give credit where credit due. He definitely doing what he gotta do for his age.
War that has been going on in the streets of Chicago for decades now, with Fatso using his music as an instrument for success as well as to rain havoc on his enemies.
I'm definitely no bitch, so motherfuckers talk crazy. They want to pull out guns, we gonna pull out guns.
I'm gonna drop your little ass. You're not even gonna get the chance to touch this bitch.
I heard that scream.
I can
smoke around her as long as it's not in no closed space.
Oh, I seen this. Before y'all judge, remember, this nigga is 16. So I know he just turned 17. In this situation, when this happened, he was 16. So before y'all judge that, remember, he's still a kid. He gonna do dumb shit. Alright? I know, like, I didn't do that when I was 16. He overwhelmed, you know, he a first time father. It happens. Come on. You gotta let him rock sometimes.
Well, she can't breathe.
They like, damn, is you really up? Hey, say fuck Lil Hell. Fuck Lil Hell. Yeah! Take the side.
They were bullying him.
Fatso grew up around Chicago in an area labeled as the Low Bottoms, on Evans between 46th and 43rd, and attended Carter G. Wilson Elementary School. He has a total of 4 siblings with 3 brothers and 1 little sister.
We all got a picture like that on my mama, we do. If I could find my old Instagram, y'all see me pose like that. Or y'all, from my New York niggas, you'll see me throw up the hat, not knowing I'm throwing up the hat. But back then, everybody throw this up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Back in middle school, 5th, 6th, 7th grade, 8th grade, everybody was throwing hat up. 2014, fuck that. 2013, 2016, go look at pictures from NY. Kids, you're gonna see this. And we all just throwing it up. None of us are hat. We just throwing that bitch up. I swear to God. I swear to God. Go look at all my Westchester and City kids. Word. I'm gonna say that.
While he moved around with his mom and his stepdad had made a living doing construction, and Fatso, ironically, had gotten his name from being the fat kid on the block growing up, and had always been influenced by his older brother, who we now know as YFG Chalk. Chalk is 2 years older than Fatso, and was living just 8 miles south on 88th and Princeton Avenue, near Chatham, with
So
Fatso traveling down to hang out with his brother.
So that's where he get the Princeton shit from, because he ain't directly stay on there, but he got blood ties there, so that basically hit. Okay. All right. Okay.
Frequently, Fatso looked up to Chalk in a lot of ways, but mostly for his ability to create music. Fatso would start to hop in the booth with Chalk and his friends, and would eventually drop his first music video for a song titled Go Go at only 12 years old. In this video, Fatso is riding Lime scooters with his friends wearing a YFG hoodie, establishing Young Fly Guys as their new crew. And that day, YFG Fatso was born. However, as lighthearted and harmless as he may come off in this video, in his lyrics, he is still talking about hitting the block with 30s and dumping on the ops. Fatso was surrounded by violence and crime.
It's such a Chicago thing, bro. I'm sorry. This is such a Chicago thing for like a little nigga to be doing this.
And his contribution would be inevitable over time. After he started making his name as a rapper, he would shift his influence from his brother Chalk to more known figures like King Von, who was a documented killer and ended up being a victim of gun violence himself back in 2020. R.I.P. King Von. However, it was figures like this that would pave the way for the youth coming up in the streets of Chicago, including YFG Fatso. By 13, Fatso says he would really pursue his life of crime while joining the 808 mob Black Disciples, and saying that he would run through 10 cars in a week at only 13. Now, I know what you're thinking. How could anyone go through 10 cars in a week? Well, these vehicles are not your usual lease off the lot, but these vehicles are stolen in order to use on drills and robberies. Once the vehicle has been used and potentially caught on surveillance, they dump the vehicle just to find another and repeat this.
This little nigga been rapping since 12. So I really, because I listen to a lot of his unreleased. I really wonder how deep his unreleased go then. Because I would listen to some old shit like Ain't Crying, Cheetah's Favorite Songs, his 2020, his What You Doing remix, the Falling Star, like his old shit. So I wonder how deep that shit go.
Process over and over again. Fatso became a proud member of the 808 mob, reminding the public that, quote, 808 is stamped in the papers, meaning there are plenty of articles written on the crimes they are involved in. It's around this time, at 13 years old, that Fatso would be arrested and spend 30 days in juvenile hall. Now, since he was a minor, we are uncertain on what his charges actually were, but based off the stories that he shares, I would guess either a GTA or some sort of gun charge. However, when Fatso was released, he would be ready to showcase his talent for the world and double down on his music career. In 2022, Fatso would drop singles titled Get Stitchy, Gun Up, and Out All Night. And while these songs did well to maintain his career, he still wasn't breaking 100K and reaching those life-changing numbers. But it wasn't until March 2023 when Fatso dropped.
For a lot, that go for YouTube too. After you hit 100K, get on ass. Same with music. After you hit 100K, get on ass. Get on ass. Get on ass. Get on ass. I'm trying to tell y'all. Once one of my reactions do over 10K, like I got some 5, 6, 7, 8. Once one of my vids do over 10K, it's over. I'm about to lock in, bro. And then my girl I'm finna have a video with my girl, other shit, couple shit. I'm finna be on some shit, y'all boys. Y'all think I'm trolling. But my girl gonna be vlogging, cause she don't wanna be okay. But word, it's y'all finna see a whole different car. I know I say that a lot, but this time I beat it, cause I realized this working shit ain't for me, and I want to do something that I'm actually entertained with, and I can actually work. So we gonna get back to the
dropped
video.
his first music video on his brand new YouTube channel titled Back Again, that he cracked 100K on his YouTube, and in my opinion, this is still one of his hardest songs to date. His name was making noise through the city, and more specifically, in the south side of Chicago, Chatham area. It was this video that got Fatso an interview with On a Couch TV, and we would really get an inside look at what YFG was all about. Fatso would go on to say he is EBK Black Disciple, and if you think he's a bitch, he would not hesitate to up the poll, especially if you are trying to backdoor him.
Shit, I got that shit for shit. Just I was around it. Product my vibe. I'm seeing the shop in the shit. I'm always with a motherfucker who getting back. I always doing some badass shit. Like they tell you I'm the youngest. I always be bad as hell. Man, I'm always doing some badass shit for it. So it's like that shit just came to me. Shit, motherfucker. I'm never no bitch. So motherfucker talk crazy. Alright. They want to fight, we can fight. They want to pull out guns, we gonna pull out guns. When I got this shit, I stood like all 10 instant. Motherfucker ain't even gonna play. It was going.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like he the youngest jit. It's like he's so fucking hot, but he's slow here doing him at the same time. Like
BD, I'm BD. But look, don't get it twisted. If you a BD, you think just because you BD, I'm a crack your shit.
Bro, we ain't fucking BD.
I'm EBK BD. Fuck, cause I'm gonna clap anybody, but I'm BD.
I ain't ever said GDK in my life. Niggas be weird, man.
I'm EBK BD for. I ain't say BD. I'm saying I'm EBK BD for. I'm BD.
BDK for the BDs. That's us.
So you know who play.
After this interview dropped, Fatso knew that he needed to capitalize on this momentum while dropping 9 music videos over 9 months, which have collectively accumulated over 8 million views to date. Just those 9 music videos alone. Not to mention, within this time, Fatso would also drop his first official tape titled No Privacy. Now, we have seen time and time again in these documentaries how as soon as a rapper gets to a certain level of fame, he becomes a target for the ops. And in
they start to crash out on some stupid shit.
In this case, Fatso was on IG Live provoking his ops, saying that if they would try to take his chain, he would drop their ass, while the ops in the comments would accept the challenge by saying drop the low.
ABK, y'all keep talking. I mean, this bitch might look good on you, but it ain't never gonna look good on you if you don't get the chance to wear it. It'll never look good on you. If you don't get the chance to wear it, it's not gonna look good on you. Okay? As soon as you reach and touch this bitch, I'm gonna drop your little ass. You're not even gonna get the chance to touch this bitch on my dead grandma.
If I tell them spam me, they gonna spam me. Y'all wanna start that in the comments? Alright. Hey. Everybody in my comments, hashtag fuck top right now. Chill out, bro.
Now, clearly, Fatso is not to be tested. However, I don't think that 800 TJ agreed because he would also get into a beef with Fatso. But this time, Fatso would be seen on IG Live actually driving down to 800 TJ's block, flashing switches and a Draco. Then, the very next day, 800 TJ would post to his story photos of him on the corner of 88th and Princeton Avenue with the caption YFGK, which stands for YF.
It's snow on the ground and y'all niggas bending blocks. Go sit down and get some hot cocoa. What's with niggas? It's snow on the ground. You gonna try to blow that switch and slip. Sit y'all ass down. Damn, always trying to do some shit. I go for everybody. It's snow outside. Why are you spinning? Go chill with your fam. It's wintertime. Wait till the sun back out. Shit.
G killer and seems to romanticize the idea of gaining a new fatal enemy. Thankfully, nothing would come from this incident because soon Fatso's life was about to change forever. Lil Durk, one of Chicago's biggest artists, won a Grammy for Best Melodic Rap Performance with his hit single All My Life featuring J. Cole at the 2024 Grammy Awards ceremony. Shortly after, Fatso would be seen counting money on his IG Live with the one and only smirk. Now, if there is one thing that Fatso knows how to do, is capitalize on his opportunities. He is one smart kid. That being said, with all this Lil Durk clout around him, Fatso drops Princeton Freestyle featuring DCG, which has over 3.5 million views today. And of course, his luck wouldn't stop there. Lil Durk would then post on IG that he would officially welcome Chucky, Lil King, and Fatso to OTF, and would even go as far as to tag his jeweler to ask him for 3 big-ass chains to be made for his new signees. Fatso was going everywhere with Durk at this point, flexing jewelry, meeting with the label, and even cruising on his private jet playing spades. And you know that Fatso would have a single locked and loaded for the streets while dropping a visual to Reap the City, which Reap the City has almost 2 million views also. This kid is a hit-making machine. But unfortunately, this force would come to a halt in March 2024 when Fatso would be arrested for a second time for an alleged shooting. However, I'm sure there are a few issues that the OTF lawyers cannot undo, because within about a week, Fatso was back on the streets again flexing cash and posting the dead bodies of his ops from rival gangs BVC and Ducktown. I won't show these images due to how graphic this scene is, and surprisingly, Fatso would post this image to his IG story with a caption laughing at the death of these 2 men. Let me also remind you, this is the same day he was released for another alleged shooting. He would also be seen on another IG live saying he's the littest 16-year-old in Chicago. Well,
my shit. Oh my goodness. I'm high as fuck. Ooh, about to come on, leave me and grab a zip, nigga. What the fuck? I just grabbed a 10 from him because he said it was some new shit to test it. Oh yeah, it wasn't Jay.
While lighting up a backwood.
They can't believe I'm 16.
No, my boo leaving me.
His rollout would seem to work though, because in April 2024, Fatso drops 2 singles titled Racing and Who I Am, which collectively have over 2.5 million views. Not to mention, I don't think this zesty endorsement by Meek Mill in the grips of his Diddy scandal had done anything for Fatso, but it happened. Shortly after this, the infamous Bloodhound Lil Jeff would post an image of Fatso to his story with the caption, Rookie of the Year, insinuating that Fatso was a baby and does not seem to pose a threat to the Bloodhounds. After this post, Lil Scoom, a close friend to Lil Jeff, would also get involved, dropping a diss track toward Fatso, which would declare war.
I ain't gon' troll that shit for kids, but I really heard they hard. Fatso a bitch, he ain't no shit, little boy better play the part. Right back to back in them foreign cars and all these put your scarf. Go ask the ops that Michael Dre 6'2" put shit in park.
The next day, Fatso could be seen on IG Live, ready to slide, while his ops in the comments were suggesting that Fatso head over to the E&L store in the ops side of town, which of course, Fatso would accept this challenge. To blow some steam, Fatso would head over to the jeweler to drop some racks on more diamonds for all of his hard work he's been putting in. And I did think this clip was a little bit odd when Fatso runs to a nearby trash can because he had to throw up. When he returns, he tells his filmer that he has a condition that makes him throw up after each meal.
I'm a different nigga now, folks.
He playing. You finna throw up? What the fuck?
I can't eat without throwing up. That's another story. For another day. Not gonna get out of the story like that. Since I've been like a kid, like a baby, like a newborn type shit. Everything I eat, I throw back up. So I'm never full.
Now, I'm not an expert and not sure what this is called, but maybe you guys can help me figure this out in the comments. However, the next day, Fatso would post a caption reading, "Tonight we sniff." And that can only mean one thing, but for real, bro would prove us right when he was on IG Live at 8 a.m. the following morning, ready to walk down on an op after breakfast.
I'm Reaper. I'm Big Reap. I am Reap. D Reap. Die Reap. You hear me? THY, not DIE. So I'm put a Reaper on my motherfucking hand. I heard that tire marks. Tire streaks, clearing the streaks. They about to turn down right block. Don't turn down this one way. There's one way in, one way out. The way in through the front. The way out is heavy. Yeah. On his knocking.
Nah, bro. Hey, get out, they like that. You see him?
What?
All the way down there.
12. Tweaking. The Jakes be on that. Alright, they take 9 pounds.
One thing to do too.
Probably talk right there. Go right there. We good.
2 weeks after this incident, Fatso's op, Bloodhound Lil Jeff, would be gunned down in cold blood on June 8th, 2024.
Man, don't let Lil Jeff. This shit hurt me because he was growing on me too. I found out about Lil Jeff from Windy City RP, man. RP Lil Jeff, man.
R.I.P. Lil Jeff.
I found out about all
It didn't take long for Fatso to then post subliminal messages to his IG story reading, "Speaking on me in vain, I won't respond. They dead though, all of them. Y'all be worried about the wrong shit. I still don't respond to dudes." It's unclear who this is directed towards. However, the timing is a bit coincidental. Fatso would continue to drop more hits with titles Leavin' and Ride With.
These playlists, these get played every day. I swear to God, these shit's so tough. No dicks riding.
With me, collectively garnering over 3.5 million views, which at this point, 1 million views is a standard for YFG Fatso, which would serve him well, given that on Father's Day, Fatso would become a father himself after his daughter would be born on June 16th, 2024.
I'm a new father on Father's Day. I can see my face, but y'all can't see. How about that? Hey, baby.
Nah, that's raw.
I can't see my daughter's face. Where you at, baby? You real pretty, baby.
Now, a 16-year-old.
Hold on, I gotta text my beat. Y'all didn't hear that.
Year-old having a child is one thing. However, it turns out that his baby mama Lachey, well, she ended up being 22 years old. Fatso has been asked about this topic, and he says that he's not a victim in this situation. In fact, far from it. So I guess we'll just have to take his word on this one. But all jokes aside, days later, Fatso would post this alarming message saying, "Unaliving myself after I get super rich." I have no idea what he could possibly mean by this. Hopefully he means figuratively, of course, but maybe you guys can help me understand this in the comments as well. Following Lil Jeff's passing, the beef between Fatso and Lil Scoom would continue to boil, as both sides would continue to drop diss tracks at each other back to back, with this beef cooking up over about 2 weeks. Chicago would get the news that on July 7th, 2024, Lil Scoom would also be gunned down. R.I.P. Lil Scoom. The next day, Fatso would take to his IG to diss Lil Scoom with the caption, "Every last motherfucker," and also posting a picture of the Scream mask and the song Smooth Criminal behind it. Fatso would also go live with his comrades to further mock Lil Scoom's passing, insinuating that Fatso allegedly had something to do with Lil Scoom.
He said you done up playing with the game, playing with the game.
Hey, bogus as hell, bro. He bogus as hell. Now we gotta listen to you 50 weekend.
They like, damn.
Oh, he having a great day. He booted up.
Shit, I would have been up 10, 2 of them, lucky they ass ain't checked.
Oh, shit.
All these niggas overdoing, I'm up new, they ass next.
I know my last.
Play with the Reaper, shorty, the Reaper, they taste so.
I know my last.
I ain't gonna lie. I remember this. I was watching the laws. I'm not laughing. It's just funny because I remember it. Like, I remember this. Like, I'm not laughing because it's like he mocking niggas. That's just like, what? Like, it's so. Niggas do this. Like, niggas really celebrate like it's a game. That's so crazy, but to these niggas, it's so normal. Like, that's freaky as hell. Like, they celebrate this shit. Like, this, tell them this, they love it. Like, what the fuck? And this what they live for. Crazy. Crazy. Madness. Madness.
Here, when I get out there.
I'm done. I need you to book
Add me back on. Let me call somebody real quick. Tell me to come outside.
And if that wasn't enough, Fatso would then drop a visual to his single titled Unusual Slander, where he would take another opportunity to diss Scoom after his passing, which this song did over 1 million views as well. And when fans confront Fatso about recording the song before Scoom died, Fatso would give a sinister, open-ended response. Then, only 3 days later, on July 11, 2014, 800 TJ, the same op that was taking pics on 88th and Princeton Ave, would also be gunned down and lose his life. Now, figures in Chicago like 800 TJ and 6'5 Lil Mike would make new enemies daily, so it was no surprise to a lot of people that after 800 TJ's death, tons of his ops would flood social media to mock his death. Oddly enough, Screwly G, known Bloodhound affiliate, would coincidentally show love to YFG Fatso on the same day that their shared rival had fallen. Screwly G has an insane story of his own. I did a documentary on him as well, and it has been my best performing video yet, so make sure to go check that out after this. Now, aside from gang beefs, using drugs, and having a 22-year-old baby mama at 16, Fatso would also catch some flack for his recent IG Live, where he is seen smoking a backwood while carrying his newborn daughter.
Don't worry about my fucking kid. I don't care what y'all think about, bro. I'm BD, y'all sound dumb as hell. My daughter rich for y'all, all that. If I take her to the hospital right now, I bet they gonna say she healthy. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. The reason I'm smoking around her is because I just got told I could smoke around her as long as it's not in no closed space where she can't breathe or where there ain't no air. As long as I'm in an open space where the weed can move around and it's not being blown in her face, I'm good. Get off my dick. This my motherfucking daughter, nigga.
Now, no judgment on my part, so we can cut Fatso some slack, right? Well, I suppose that is until you see him on IG Live, completely nodding off on what seems to be a perk bender. But all that aside, don't think that it gets in the way of Fatso's work ethic, because in August 2024, Fatso would drop 3 music videos, which have collectively over...
He dropped that raw-ass album! Oh my mama! I ain't gonna lie. He dropped that album. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This thing had me in a chokehold all July and August.
4 million views, not surprising. And also, on his 17th birthday, Fatso drops another tape titled A Reaper's Ceremony, which is a work of art to say the least. The fans at this point were noticing that both Fatso's tapes had been released under Santa Ana Sony Distribution and Alamo Records, while Lil Durk's label was clearly under Interscope, which is a part of Universal Music Group. Not to mention, remember when Lil Durk had shouted out Fatso and even tagged his jeweler asking him to make chains? Well, that was even becoming an ongoing joke, since Fatso had never posted an OTF chain since. Coincidentally, the day after fans had been vocal about their suspicions, Lil Durk would post to his IG story with Fatso's song Bougie Hoes playing in the back. Durk's always had his finger on the pulse of the streets, no matter what, so this doesn't surprise me. Though in August, Fatso was doing nothing but dropping new music and focusing on his career. But come September, he would be back on his bullshit, dissing the ops on IG Live at what looks like to be a music video shoot, where Fatso would have an old man diss the Bloodhounds.
Get in there, huh? Get in there, huh? Hey, say fuck Bloodhound! Fuck Bloodhound! Yeah!
And after, continues to be the menace he is known to be. The next day, Fatso would be seen posted on the block with Scoom's alleged gunman in what looks like to be another music video. Fatso would then also double down, dropping a snippet of another Bloodhound diss track using the drunk old man dissing Bloodhounds as the intro. And the same day, dropping a visual to his single Princeton Prayer, which has plenty of indirect references to his biggest ops, the Bloodhounds. And to confirm this, Fatso would jump on IG Live to let the fans know that the reason he wasn't dissing Jeff when he was alive was because he had his phone number. So that means he would reach out to him directly, as opposed to posting on IG. But ironically, Fatso can be seen the same day chilling in an SUV listening to Screwly G, who literally has songs with Q50 as we speak. I don't know, man, this gets confusing even for me sometimes. Thankfully, to clear the air with the fans, Fatso would sit down and do an in-depth interview with FYBJ Main, and we really get to know Fatso from a different perspective. They cover topics like the Bloodhound beef, seeing Lil Scoom while he was in jail, and Lil Durk not giving him an OTF chain. This was a solid interview, and shout out to J Main with the whoops, he's killing it right now. But anyways, Fatso has recently dropped a single titled
I'm not gonna lie, this video has been very... jack this. We gotta do more of these, man.
Young Sinners Having Fun, and I think that describes Fatso perfectly and the life that he's been living, because I'll tell you this, throughout all the bullshit he's endured, he's still so young and has his entire life ahead of him. YFG Fatso.
Feel me? You wanna see more videos like this? Let me know down in the description down below down the video. I love y'all. Glee. Ah!